why even complain about anything where like literally you're in a quote unquote, according to, you know, people that lived in his time, this is beyond luxury. Like you could drive somewhere, air conditioning, shoes, jackets, you know, like how much have we developed over the course of 2,000 years, you know?
Right.
And you know, that's pretty awesome that we don't have a reason to complain. Honestly, we do not have anything that's worth complaining about.
No, we can tend to find reasons to complain, and it's interesting. By the way, we're going to the Starbucks that Adam last said we were going to. That's before. So if I were you, I would turn on Valley, and we're gonna take this bad boy down to Las Tunas.
That's right. We just had this conversation.
Yeah. But it's interesting because it's like when we first started studying the Bible, it was like everything was simple because we didn't care about pretty much anything except getting right with God. We saw our sin before us. And it was just like, man, I just want to get clean. I want to get well. And then once you're in that bad boy, it's almost like marriage. You know, you're in your early stages of marriage. You're in the honeymoon phase. And then the goal, the focus is to continue to stay in that honeymoon phase. It gets a bit more challenging, like the older you get spiritually, because you have distractions, of course, but that's the goal, is to stay in that honeymoon phase. With God.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's interesting about that is that if you really think about it in a relationship, the honeymoon phase is one of those things where there isn't really a time frame, like in regards to like carrying it over from your honeymoon over to the house, right? But the thing is, when we start getting all human-like, of course you're gonna upset your partner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
It'll eventually happen.
Yeah, eventually happens. So I'm glad you say that, because it comes back down to how we're supposed to live our life in repentance and like in thanksgiving and in gratefulness, that we're actually in a relationship with God, and it's not just some random person. Or, you know, we look at the world skewed because we don't understand like God's power, if you will. And instead of like admonishing and taking into consideration, we kind of look at it as, oh, it happened.
Right.
But the reality is, it just didn't happen. It like literally changed everything about the world. And that even goes now, 2,000 years later. You know how impactful a person has to be.
Right.
For people still to hate you for saying the right thing 2,000 years later. Like, whoa. Like, he must have had something special. Right? If you weren't a person that's following God, you'd be like, why this guy? Why like so many random people?
You're talking about, I follow God and I still got people telling me why this guy. I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. I asked the same question. Why this guy?
Amen. Yeah. I think that's just like what does the Bible say? Like, to the people that are perishing, it's foolishness to them, right?
Yeah. To the people that are perishing, you know, it's almost like God's wisdom is like foolishness to them. You know, it's even interesting. I think in that same passage or in a different passage, it says, for the foolishness of God, it's even wiser than human wisdom. And if that's not a slap in the face, I don't know what is. I'm like, okay, so God's foolishness, which basically means like, there's no such thing as God's foolishness. Like, all his wisdom is considered wisdom. But even in his foolishness, if you really want to have perspective right here, even that is considered wisdom compared to your wisdom. So even your wisdom is foolishness. And your foolishness is even more foolish.
Oh my gosh.
It's like an oxymoron.
That's so true. And you know what? It's one of those things where you're trained in your mind to think logically. But God is not our type of logic.
Nope.
What does it say? Our thoughts are not his thoughts.
Yeah.
His ways are not our ways.
Exactly.
And here we are, right? Like always trying to like figure him out, figure something out, uncover something. And God's like, at the right time, at the right time, you're going to know everything. But us in our little brains, like you said, our little minds, we're trying to figure an infinite God out, which is not logical even to begin with, if you really think about it.
No, not at all. Eventually we're going to turn left. I think we're going to turn left on Rosemead, and we're going to take it down to Gloucesterness, and then we'll see the place there.
Happy 16th birthday.
Oh,
birthday.
Thanks, bro. It was so funny because when we had Bible talk Thursday night, I was trying to invite out Adam and Lauren. Cause remind you, Ashley told me like, don't plan anything after work. And in my mind I was thinking like, why? What happens after work? I don't plan anything anyway after work. I'm tired. I don't want to be planning stuff. But she was like, it's a special day. I was like, what special day? And then look at your calendar. And I looked at it. I was like, oh, I turned 16 spiritually. I was like, cool. So when I, told Lauren, who's going to invite out the Spaders, invite you guys out and all that stuff. She's like, I was sitting here like, yeah, I turned 16. And Lauren just stood there and she looked at me like, what? Like, did I hear you correctly? Like, I think you said you're either turning 60, which that'd be really old, or you're turning 16, which that's not even possible. And then it finally clicked to her like, you're turning 16 spiritually. Right. And I was like thinking like, yes, wow, I am turning 16 physically. I was thinking in my mind like, if I can go back time, if I can turn back time, if I can find a way. It's like, yes, the share is speaking to me now. It's like, all right, let's do this share. Let's read, my brother.
That's awesome. 16 years though. I can only imagine what your eyes have seen in 16 years, right? Like, I didn't realize somebody had said something like, who's been around the last 4 movements? I was like, 4?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It's done 4, yes. Yes, indeed, my brother.
Is this Rosemead?
This is San Gabriel.
Oh, no. It is a beautiful day today, I will say that.
It is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't realize there was 4 movements. I think it was Lance Underhill. Asked that out. And I was like, oh, interesting.